Welcome back to the Bushido campaign, Heroes of Nippon. And if you recall, you are currently on board ship with Lord Kanawa Tasuka,
with a broken
acting
mast.
as porters. Hopefully, you can all see where you are on the map. Did that come through okay?
Yep.
That's fine. I have spent the last week updating this, that, and the other, and I don't know if you know this, Tim. Do you know where Japanese personal names come from, generally?
No, I never looked into it.
I just caught this on the internet. Now, of course, being on the internet, it must be true, but it seems to match that during childhood you had a family, just a child's name given by your family, etc. But once you went through your manhood ceremony, you took a new personal name. And generally, what they did was make up a personal name of 2 kanji characters, which were fortuitous, well omened, well aspected.
Mm-hmm.
And so the personal names that people have are generally two kanji characters linked together in one name. And they gave examples of fortunate kanji characters that you could use. And I took those and banged them together and ended up with about 2,400 names I could use. Not just personal names. On top of that, you've got the for the book, the samurai. Of course, they have their family names, which always comes first. And apparently, a tradition developed where a noted relative, like Yoshimaka, as had his name, his first kanji character would be Yoshi. And in a sign of favor or carrying on traditions, that was then passed down. So subsequent children and relatives, you had a bout of them with Yoshi as the start of their personal name. And that's why you end up with a lot of people who appear to have very similar names for that reason. It was an interesting little gem. I hope it's true.
Thanks for sharing.
It sounds useful.
Yeah, very cool. Thanks for sharing.
Anyway, to recap, you are currently traversing the coasts on your way up to Shimonoseki, and the date currently, oh dear,
The 10th.
I went back to look at ancient history to check a few things. Not that, of course, I was lining anything up, of course. I mean, you've left all your enemies far behind you, haven't you? Back in Nobioka and Miyazaki.
They're all in Miyazaki.
So
10th of Shimosuke, I think. Is that the right month?
I'm just making my way down to the bottom. No, the problem is I flick my way through the diary, and unfortunately I've left some spaces. So it's the 10th of Shimotsuki, and you had anchored in high wind. The weather was not great, and so you weren't able to travel on, and therefore let's just
didn't the captain make a roll and convince the lord that we should sail on?
No, he suggested you sail on in fresh breezes and so on, but when a high wind came up, with the broken yard, that's not a good idea. And the idea, you're going to have to stop in the next town you come to and get a new yard put up. So he thinks that's probably going to be another few days' journey before you reach Nakatsu in Buzen province. So you'll just have to make do with this jury-rigged mast that is currently driving the ship along, and hope that you don't get any. How shall I put it? Storms.
Dave, which map
Yeah?
are we supposed to be looking at?
I'm sorry, I thought I'd put you on the Bungo map, which is yes, this
We're
map.
on the right map.
Yeah, we're on the right
So
one.
you should be
Well,
here.
The map I'm looking at is the large-scale map of Honshu. Sorry.
I think you
Well,
need to
refresh.
refresh your screen.
Mm-hmm.
It is obviously acting up and not giving you the service that you should be getting.
Carry on, it'll work itself.
Are you sure? Let's see. No, it's not that one. It's not that one either. Drat. Okay. So, the following day, thankfully, there is a light breeze from the northwest, which is on the beam of the ship, the rear part of the ship. No, is it the rear beam? Stern is directly aft, bow is forward. I think on the beam is on the rear side.
It's
of
all
the ship.
it's all Turkish to me,
Rear
mate.
quarter.
I've not got a clue.
Rear quarter, is it? These people who understand sailing terms.
No, I've not got a clue. It's all Turkish to me.
I shall have to go back and reread Hornblower. So you travel on, and does anything happen while you are traveling? Not so as you'd notice. So let us reveal some more areas.
Oh yes. Straight in with my favourite thing.
Start the session right.
Yeah, mate.
And you actually
Ooh.
make it round the headland and make anchor next to a village.
Hinomata, does that say?
Hinomata, yes. Let me just reveal a little bit more of the H.
I'm sorry, did I get the date right? Are we now on the 11th of Shimotsuki, yeah?
My apologies, yes, it's the 11th Shimotsuki, yes.
Thank you.
Frosty at night and not getting above 6 today, so it's cold.
This
but
is just
it's
coming into the end of the year. We're in the winter at the end of the year, aren't we? No, we're at the start of the year. We're in the new year, aren't we? Yeah.
You've gone past the end of the
That's
year.
right, we're in the new year.
You are in the new year, and you are kind of wondering how much Wanshu has made for you with his investments.
That's right. I was looking actually at my sheet. I've not been paid yet for this. I have to remember that I didn't take out from the Lord when people did. I have to remember that I didn't.
I'm even worse than that. I put money in.
I think you did, mate. Yeah.
Hinomata. The captain will send a boat ashore in the forlorn hope that they might have something that could be used as a mast.
I mean, I see forested areas nearby, so there must be some wood production here.
Yes, but whether or not they have something that's long enough and suitable enough to act as a yard, this is only a village, not a town. And on a 76, nope, they don't. So, the following day...
Hold on, Dave. Hold on.
Mhm.
I'm going to go ashore in the boat and sell all these fish I've been catching.
All the fish?
I've been catching as we've been sailing up.
Okie doke. I mean, how much fish have you caught?
I've got 16 man days worth of fish to sell.
Very nice,
Okay.
mate.
How are you preserving it?
It's freshly caught today, so I'm not preserving it. That's why I'm selling it.
Yeah, but you said you had 16 man days.
Yeah, it's just 16 fish, isn't it?
When did you make your roll?
Earlier today. I rolled my fishing is 10. I rolled a 10, and I rolled 2d10, and I rolled 16.
Fair enough. Let me just double check that. I mean, this isn't actually a fishing boat, so you're not in the best place. You're just taking advantage of the fact that it's going along the coast.
Yes, yeah.
Fishing off the back.
It would appear to be that there's a lot of fish here because nobody's been fishing it recently.
You want somebody to accompany you into town?
No, it's all right.
Sure.
I'll go in the boat with the rest of the men.
I'll send Big Baka if you want.
All right then.
Just for security. Yeah.
Right, from a boat. Okay, so a single fisherman spending a full day at his job with all necessary equipment will catch a number of fish measured in rations. For a boat at sea, this is equal to the effect number of his BCS roll plus 2d10. Now, given that you're just doing it wherever the boat's going, I think I'd drop that down to 2d6 rather than 2d10.
Because it's not ideal fishing spots, you're in sailing spots.
Because you're not going to the fishing spots and waiting, you're just taking it as you're going along. It's still better than nothing. Okay.
Okay, I'll get 6 rations then. That's even better.
Fine, you go ashore into this fishing village, and you attempt to sell your fish. Do you have commerce as a skill?
Yes, I.
If you have commerce as a skill, then you can do it for the normal price if people are interested. So please, would you make a luck roll? If you roll bad luck, they're not interested, otherwise they will buy it.
Nice.
Whoa, yes. In actual fact, there's a little bit of demand for it, so they won't argue about price, and you will get price for a day's ration. So effectively, that's 6 copper then.
Okay, that's better than.
It's a nice wee earner, yeah. I like that.
Yeah. I presume the rest of the journey you've been contributing it to the ship's cook. Yes?
Oh, yes. Yeah, well, the basic point was up until now, I've not been catching much.
Fair enough.
I
But
obviously hit a sweet spot because I got far more fish than I know.
Well, the ship's we're sailing slower now, and particularly close to the coast because of the broken thing. So,
well, it's winter. There's storms. He doesn't want to risk being blown out to sea.
yeah.
If you don't mind.
No, we don't want to go out to sea. It's full of monsters. That.
Not again, thank you.
Oh yeah.
We've been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Aye.
But you're lucky there are mountains to see. Right, so the following day, what's the weather like? Again, the breeze is from the northwest, which is ideal for today. And it's a moderate breeze, which is good. So you can travel 4 hexes without a problem.
We are sailing. We are sailing.
2, 3.
I don't know who's singing, but I suggest they stop in case they go overboard.
Okie doke. So, travelling along. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you round the point, and I hope all is well for you. Now, you certainly have an encounter. What is it? You pass a boat coming the other way, and you are delayed a little bit as they
Maneuver around
pull up
each other.
alongside and ask to see Lord Kanawa's papers.
Oh.
Well, basically, they just pull alongside to see whether you're a bunch of smugglers. He acts all haughty-taughty and or high and mighty, and
Do you know who you're speaking to? All of that.
well, it is a customs boat. It does have a samurai on board, but they are polite to each other. It's just obvious he couldn't possibly be a smuggler, and therefore there isn't a problem. They will exchange courtesies, and the patrol boat will continue on its way. And the following day, a light breeze from the north. That's going to slow you down. So you're only going to get 3 hexes. It's on your beam, so it's not so bad. 1, 2, 3. You can actually get a little bit further. You just get into the next hex, and you anchor off another village.
We've disappeared into the black.
The black vanishes.
Ooh, Izumizaki.
Izumizaki, yes. You anchor off the coast there. The captain will send someone ashore to do the same thing. No, they don't have anything either. And they advise him that the east coast around the mountains and the hills is uninhabited, and that there are said to be evil creatures on the shore there, so he's best anchoring further offshore. Tim, did you go fishing today?
Yes, I did. Do you want me to roll some dice?
Make your BCS roll and see whether you were successful. Yes, you were. So 2d6.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
Nice.
11. And a luck roll to see how the village is for fish.
Yes.
They're short.
What a couple of rolls.
Try making a commerce roll.
Is this to get 50% more, is it? Is this to get the markup?
He's going to get more. It's just a case of how much more.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, what a day fishing you've had, Kinzo.
You can get double price for it, so you'll get 22 copper.
I shall thank them kindly.
Well, there is obviously the Lord is having a special meal for guests, etc., and having fresh fish for it. The cook will survive. If he doesn't have what the master wants, then he might not survive. Anyway, so yes. So
It's a nice wee earner, that, Kinzo.
It has been so far, yes.
okay.
Well, it gives me something to do while we're lounging around on the boat, you see.
And you have a westerly, which is again a good wind for this day. Anything happened today? Nope. So with a westerly, you can actually get 5 on a fresh breeze. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let me clear some more terrain.
Help, that nasty black war is approaching. We might fall off the end of the world. Ah.
No, it's not the end of the world, you know that. I mean, that other island is out there in the bay.
This is the
full of
is this the edge?
strange people.
Are we at the eastern side of the island now? Have we made it to the east coast?
Oh yes, yes.
Oh.
Well, you're currently in Bungo, on the fringes of Bungo Province, and you are heading north. You can actually see to your northwest there is a massive local range of mountains. I will actually reveal them because you can see them from the sea.
Oh.
So that's one reason why this part of Bungo Province is pretty uninhabited.
Big mountains.
It's very rugged countryside here, but you can see those from the sea looming up on your horizon. In actual fact, you can make out a volcano there.
I thought so.
Yes.
This distance goes, are we about halfway?
Probably about halfway. Yes. So. And on the 15th Shimozuki, the ship's captain says a prayer to the kami of thanks because the wind has shifted round to the south. This is perfect
coming from the south,
for going.
yeah.
Yes, it's perfect sailing weather for going north.
Amazing.
The kami are with you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is the volcano at?
You can see a trace of smoke ascending, yeah.
I wanted to ask that actually, but I didn't know if there'd be any sign. That's cool.
Whoa, we're gonna have to climb that.
That sounds like an adventure, Kinzo. You know I'm in already.
You need to fall in love and not be able to marry first, surely. It's a tradition. Well, kind of lovers who cannot marry traditionally throw themselves into volcanoes, don't they? I thought
Who said anything about throwing myself into the volcano? I just want to climb it.
Same, man. Who said anything about lovers as well? I just want to climb it.
Well, that's what I said. Doesn't he need to fall in love first?
Only if we're jumping
No,
in.
no.
We're not jumping in, Dave. This is the difference. I would be up for climbing a volcano, Kinzo, at any time. I'd love that. No in the winter, though. Not right now. We'll come back in the summer.
Well, it's nice and warm up there.
It is if the volcano erupts, aye. It'll be cold again.
No, you can't see any signs of snow on the slopes of the of that volcano.
It must be warm, eh? Must be active.
Anyway.
Yeah, let's put it down on the to-do list.
The southern breeze carries on through today. It's lighter today, so you can only get 4 hexes rather than 5.
16th, yeah.
Yep. Just check something. It's been so many days. You get 3 hexes because partway through the day, they have to drop the sail and send somebody up to reinforce the yard because it's showing signs of stress, shall we say. 2 1s and a 6. If you hadn't had the 6, it might have broken. So you only get 3 hexes today. That's 1, 2, 3, so that gets you up to there. And you can actually make out There's an island that you're going between.
Ooh.
Off the coast.
This is fun. I love this journey today. This has been loads of fun. We've seen a volcano, boys. That's exciting.
It's a wooded island. There doesn't seem to be any sign of population. In actual fact, given how close the hills are to the shore, you do see more than normal because you don't have much of a coastal plain.
I was going to ask if there's any fauna, if we see any animal life on the island as we go past it.
Wildlife, yes.
Yes, that's what I mean, just because it'd be quite undisturbed if there's no people there. So just wondering if we do see wild animals on the way by. Ooh.
It's very rugged coastline. Yes.
Zoom in on this for the viewers.
That's...
I spy his place of interest.
If you remember our key from the other map, that's a place of interest, yeah.
But not being a native of Bungo province, you wouldn't know what it was.
Does anybody have like isn't there like a check for that? Isn't there a roll for that? Like a lore roll? Like
do you have a bard in the party? He said.
I mean, like, isn't it like Japanese classics or something?
Does anybody have Japanese classics?
Yeah, I'm sure there's something you can roll. I don't have it. I'm just saying.
Does anybody have Japanese?
There you go.
Oh,
Harumi's
you
got
do.
that. Come on, Harumi.
You're a what you are.
She's a
bookworm.
I love it.
I have it as well, actually.
There you go.
All right, both of you.
And I made it.
And Harumi's
How
nailed
many
it.
effect numbers did you get?
5.
Okay. Now roll percentage dice. There's a 25% chance that
failed.
you might know what it is. You might have heard of that room.
Oh, unlucky.
No.
Spend a luck point, reroll. Oh, we don't have any meta currency in this game, do we? Fuck.
Yeah, wrong game.
Like the one game with no meta currency.
Okay. So you travel north up the coast and repair the yard again.
Did Kosa say that he had some Japanese clothes?
You did?
Yes, and
Yeah.
he rolled. And he rolled an 8.
No.
which is-
I look at him gone out. What? When did you learn that?
Ages ago. I started several skills when we first started, but never progressed them very far.
Oh, I see. I know that feeling. Yes.
So I've got Japanese classics, Shinten and Kanji, but they're all only on 1 BCS.
A 1.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
1
so it
plus
was-
your level. I mean, that's
Yeah.
not.
Well,
to
they're not
say-
bonuses.
It's like Mazazen. Mazazen's got a 2.
Of course, no, they're not bonus for you, are they?
In
No,
fact-
no.
In fact, I've studied both religions. Butsu and Shinten, I've got a BCS of 1 in both, mate.
My permanent score is in single figures.
Yeah, my studies are. I've got some 1s and a 2 in my studious efforts. It's
the
not
list
really
to
been
do.
my strong point.
They're on the list, but they're quite a long way down the list.
Yeah, same, mate, same.
You start off with your multiple freely improvable skills.
Yeah, that's the problem. I have run out.
I
So I'm
detect a note of how shall I
Jealousy?
say this? Jealousy. Yes.
I've only
yes.
got 2 spaces left for
I haven't
FISs.
got any left.
I've got
I've
9
run
out
out
of
of
11 filled.
The point is that Baka spent too much time having his head bashed in by a Tetsubo. He's lost all his brains.
And eating and gambling, aye. Drinking.
Okay. Unfortunately, today you don't see any more landscape because
This is 17th.
there is a slight breath of air from the southwest, but the notation for wind speed says calm on my my weather chart. So the captain will get the sailors scrubbing down the ship and cleaning everything and polishing the brass and
Boys.
what have you.
Let's go on shore and see if we can meet any tribals. Come on, side quest. Let's go.
The captain is moored some distance offshore.
Aw, how's your swimming, boys?
Not.
No side quest today, boys.
Right. Does anything happen today? Because given that you are here and static, oh no. Even with the increased chance, nothing happens. Obviously,
all the bad guys catch up with us, so we have multiple fights.
Obviously, they saw Lord Kanawa's Mon and
Good day for
decided
fishing.
it would be a bad idea to attack this ship.
Good day for fishing, Kinzo, if we're just sat here.
Unfortunately, I don't tend to give Budo for
fishing.
for fishing.
Fair. It's not, you don't really get.
I'm going to fish anyway.
I mean, it's technically it is a kill, but I don't really think you deserve XP for it. Like, oh, not so hot today.
I'm sorry. If you got Budo for fishing, Kinzo, I think you'd find Kyūryū would be helping you pull the fish onto the boat.
No,
Kyūryū's
a staunch vegetarian, mate. Kyūryū doesn't eat fish. He's a vegetarian.
I see. And for what reason? Do you object to killing fish?
Aye. Remember, back in his early days, he's on this kind of self-discovery Buddhism thing, and you know, with the whole reincarnation thing, he's just not sure about eating any living animals. Yeah.
So you think it's wrong to kill living animals, living creatures?
He's not for eating them. If you get in a fight with one, it's a different thing because that's self-defense. That's a different thing.
Pushing self-defense.
I'm sorry. How many fights have you been into recently where it's been self-defense?
All of them.
As opposed to where
Always.
you're attacking somebody.
Last time I killed somebody, it was self-defense. Not the last time I killed somebody, but last time I killed somebody in the street. That was self-defense. That was an accident. I didn't even mean to kill him. Second guy I've killed by
RP.
That's the second guy I've killed by accident.
I don't catch anything today.
So it's perfectly okay to kill people if it's an accident.
Aye, people could fight back.
Right. So it would be okay to go and fish as long as you're in the water and give them a chance to fight back.
He doesn't mind Kinzo fishing. He's not like, he doesn't give other people a hard time for eating meat. He just doesn't do it. He's a quiet vegetarian. He's not one of those fucking self-righteous vegan pricks that you get.
The following day, a strong breeze blows up from the southwest, which to begin with is what you want, but then you are driving into the wind. Or rather, you're beating against it.
And our sail's not in good shape.
So it's a strong breeze. So would one of you care to roll the luck roll for the
I'll do
yards?
this one. I've not done a roll yet. Oh, fuck off. I'll not do any more.
The strong breeze, there is a
We might be going off to cut some trees.
30% chance of the yard breaking again.
Ah, boys. Oh, we're good.
The yard doesn't break, but it's going to need some repairs. So you're going to have reduced movement tomorrow. Anyway, let's move you around the coast for today. And boom, boom. You make it around the coast to there, and the captain orders the sail dropped, and they start doing some repairs. They put some more glue on it, and they'll let it set overnight, and then they'll redo the rope reinforcement once the glue's set properly, and wet it and wet using wet rope, and then let it dry the rest of the night. So you'll get a late start tomorrow. Yard needed repair. He's getting quite fond of that yard, actually. It served him well.
It's a trooper.
And luckily, the breeze drops. It switches round to the north. So it's reasonably good. So you can get 3 hexes today.
This the 19th.
1, 2, 3. And this is the 19th, yes.
Nice. I'm managing to keep track.
Actually, I'll give you a little bit more because there we go. And you managed to moor up next to the village of Kitashiobara. And this is the first habitation you've seen for the last several days. The captain will send somebody ashore to see whether or not they have a new yard. No. In fact, they see him coming ashore and they send a delegation to see whether he has any spare timber.
Do you want to buy any fish?
You can try. This is definitely a fishing village. They do a little bit of agriculture, but there's not a lot of good land this close to the hills. So if you want to try fishing and selling some more fish today, Kinzo, please make your roll. So D6 plus 4. That's 8. Luck roll for how things are. Make a successful commerce roll, otherwise they will take a little bit of money off what they're offering you. Okay, they'll give you 6 for your 8.
That's fine. After all, it's money I'm gathering. That's not a problem.
And the captain will ask how far it is to the next town. He thinks he knows, but he will just ask for certain. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hexes. So 4 or 5 days, maybe.
What, to the next settlement?
Oh no, to the town of Nakatsu, where he may be able to, where he should be able to buy a new yard. And
Just need to crawl around the coast.
Okay. And today the breeze switches to the northeast. Again, it's on your stern quarter to begin with. The Kami are definitely with you today on this journey.
You say the Kami, but I'm definitely getting my money's worth out of the Buddhist blessing I've got.
Definitely, mate.
Convinced of it.
I'll give you the name of that village. And I will give you a little bit more because you can see a fair bit of traffic. Because the Saikaido is quite close to the coast here.
Ooh.
So that's the Saikaido. So you make it round to there today. You travel past Sakigawa. The weather has been tremendously good. It's been frosty at nights and it's never got above 10 degrees, but the skies have been clear. But when you wake up the following day, it's complete overcast. And you have a moderate breeze from the south. Not strong enough to put your yard at risk, but the wind has definitely picked up. So you can make it another 4 hexes north up the coast. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
I love zooming out and then seeing how much we've done. It's lots, like.
So you've made it up to here. And anything happened today? Right. As evening draws on, the wind starts to get up and the sky gets much worse. And the captain decides that he doesn't know what it's going to do tomorrow, but it doesn't look good. So he decides the best thing to do would be to put out additional sea anchors and batten everything down, because it looks like it could be a bad day tomorrow. And he will order the sail dropped and the yard shipped, because if it is very windy tomorrow, then he could well lose it. And given that he's so close to Nakatsu, it's not worth the risk. And sure enough, that night it starts storming. Torrential downpour, lightning, and it's not snow. It is heavy rain, and that's unusual for this time of year. Normally this would be a blizzard, but no, this is a heavy rainstorm. And you stay anchored the following day because it is a very strong breeze. And not a good day for fishing, Kinzo. So everybody stays under cover. You haul canvas over yourselves to shed the rain, etc. And you're pretty miserable by the time the day's over.
That's no sailing on the 22nd.
That's the 22nd.
Cool.
Horrendous weather. The storm starts to abate early evening, and the wind dies down somewhat overnight. And by morning, it's dropped to a moderate breeze from the southwest. So it's on the forward side of the ship. So you can get probably about 3, possibly 4 if you push it. Given that you're so close to Nakatsu, the captain will get everybody up early and get the yard shipped and the sail up, and try to make it to Nakatsu. And he does actually do it. So I will draw that on. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. There we go. And you do make it to Nakatsu. And the captain breathes a sigh of relief. So the harbour master will visit the ship to see what you're doing there, etc. And Lord Canal will be greeted, and he will proffer the appropriate paperwork, and the sergeant will tell you to get your things because he's going to stay with friends in town, and they will put you up in town. You're going to be in Nakatsu for a day because the captain's going to have to negotiate a purchase of a yard and then get it adapted, etc. So you are taken into the city, sorry, into the town, and basically you have a free day. As long as you don't bring dishonor on Lord Kanawa, you can do as you wish. So, I will let you have a few details on Nakatsu. It's not as big as Nobioka, because it's not the daimyo's seat. That's Kakura up north. But it's reasonably well appointed. Where are we? Nakatsu. Where's my... There we go. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okie doke. Da, 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 da. So, Nakatsu is a town of about 10,000. It has 3 temples and 4 shrines and a couple of schools.
Either of those schools well known for anything?
They're not particularly well known. There's a martial school and a gentleman's academy, but they're only class 2 and 3.
Just run of the mills.
Yep. The 4 shrines. There's a class 6 shrine, a class 4, a 3, and a 2. And there's a class 6 temple and a class 3 and a 2. So it's reasonably well appointed.
4 shrines, 3 temples, 2 schools.
That's it, yes.
Oh.
And you are in Buzen province. And I suppose I'd better switch you to another map.
Yeah, before we drop off the edge.
Yes. And dumpty 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 dum.
Ooh, a whole new map, boys.
Let me expand this map so you can see where you actually are. Oh, pardon me. There we go. So that is the town of Nakatsu. There are actually 3 towns in Buzen province. You've got Nakatsu, Kakura, and Wakamatsu. It's quite a rich province, probably due to all the trade, because Kakura is the main entry point for trade from the mainland. Ships go between Kakura and Shimonoseki across the straits quite frequently. Of course, unfortunately, you also have a lot of people from the main island there.
That's what we're doing, isn't it? Kakura to Shimonoseki.
Shimonoseki is where Lord Kanawa needs to go.
Yeah.
And
we cross that strait.
And you cross the strait, yes. It's not a large strait. It's only about 3 rai to cross.
Is it shallow water?
It's not shallow. There's a fair amount of current through there, but there is an island part way, so you can shore hop with reasonable safety. You can go around the coast, but it's a well-known trade route and ferry route, so not a problem. So, is there anything you wish to do in Nakatsu?
We actually know why he's going to call it.
He's carrying messages for his father to someone in Shimonoseki. Well, you know that his father holds his fief directly from the shogun rather than from the local daimyo. So it may be something to do with that, maybe. Who knows? But or it may be family matters. Possibly his dad's arranging for him to get married or something. Who knows? But it's something for his dad in Shimonoseki.
So, just to get this right, Lord, and then above Lord is Daimyo, and above Daimyo is Shogun.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well,
above Shogun it's Emperor, right?
Well, the lowest class of Buk is the Ronin. They're basically samurai who have no land. They're not in service to anyone. They're just wandering, hoping to get somebody to take them on.
And then it's the
Then
samurai.
you have the samurai who effectively have land. They're generally in service to a daimyo, but they are, if you like, country samurai.
Mm-hmm.
They look after the villagers. They make sure the peasants do what they're supposed to. Then you have the samurai directly in service to a daimyo, and they command the castles. They run the army. They do what he wants. The daimyos themselves rule provinces or fiefs, call them what you will, and above them you have the shogun, who is nominally in control of all the lords, but in practice he's in control of the ones in his faction normally. And the emperor and the nobility are above all that. Unfortunately for them, they have no land. They exist on what they're given. But of course, they employ that by dropping in to stay with the local samurai, or kind of suggesting that they might drop in to stay with the local samurai, and he have to support them and pay to look after them. If they could somehow raise the money to go and see their aunt over in so and so, then of course they wouldn't have to do that. And so they effectively extort money from the samurai by threatening to make them act in a spendthrift way to show that they are, cultured people. Doesn't always work, but it's about the only way the nobility managed to keep some independence. But they all are part of the emperor's court. And the shogun generally tries to keep the emperor relatively powerless, and is never keen for a strong emperor to take the throne. But these things happen from time to time. Anyway, so you spend a day in Nakatsu. The Lord Kanawa is just relaxing with his family friends, and you can have a wander around town, have a look at things, buy anything you want to. It's only a Class D town. Class C town coming up, so you may be better waiting to spend your money there.
I'd like to put silver in at the temple, though. So thank you for the brothers for getting us this far.
Very good. They are grateful for that, and it go towards the roof repair fund and what have you. Let's see. Is there any news of interest? No. The comments generally are about how mild this winter is. It's very unusual. I mean, we're past the end of the year, and there's been very little snow, and none of it stayed on the ground.
Well, you can thank Baka and his blessing then, can't you?
Well, there's some concerns about whether or not it's going to throw out the cherry blossom ceremonies, because with all this relatively warm weather, the trees might blossom earlier. Are they going to have to move the ceremonies and the holidays? Well, we'll see what happens over the rest of the winter. But the general view is something's odd about the weather at the moment. And the captain manages to find a new yard and basically spends the day sorting it out, and you are ready to leave the following morning. He will keep the feathered yard just in case, but all is ready for him to set sail on the 25 Shimotsuki, and the skies are clear again, and you have a breeze from the southwest, and all goes well. Now, does anything happen on that? Nope. So you travel up the coast. It's not a strong breeze, so you can't get as far today. But every little bit helps. That's 1, 2, 3. Actually, I should be showing you a little bit more coastline, shouldn't I? There. Hinohara is the village you go past. And once again, the wind picks up the following day, and again it's from the southwest. This is amazingly cooperative.
I'm putting it down to Baka's blessing.
Yep, it's just proof that the gods can be bought.
Even Baka's beginning to get some doubt now.
It's like too good to be true at this point, eh?
Kinzo, didn't you say your wind chimes had something to do with this? Or maybe you didn't say.
No,
Sorry if you didn't.
we went past the place where we need to go to take them.
But he is beginning to think that.
I don't, when you
well,
told us about the mission, you didn't say what the wind chimes did you? When you
Well,
asked us
that's
to go on
because
the mission.
I don't actually know what they do, so I can't tell you.
Oh.
All I can tell you is what I've been told.
and you haven't had them out hanging on the ship, have you?
No.
Indeed, not. No, they're tucked away because I don't want somebody stealing.
What? Okay.
But it does look like we're blessed in some way. I mean, this is just ridiculous. We should have had several snowstorms by now and frozen our tut.
But it's this good weather isn't just affecting you. It's affected everywhere you've been so far.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't follow.
Yeah.
It's not like they were having bad weather before we turned up, and then it suddenly got good.
No. The winter so far has been very, very mild. You've had some falls of snow, but they haven't lasted. And the weather's generally been dry, cold and dry, with occasional.
In which case, we're probably going to end up with a soggy spring and summer, which ruins the rice, of course, and causes famine. I wish I hadn't said that now.
Shut me up from claiming credit for it.
The following day, a gentle breeze from the west. So again, you can't travel as far, so it's just 3 hexes today. And you actually go past a castle on the coast. Dum, 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 dum. Nagayama Castle. Famous fortification. And as you go past, a customs boat will come out and meet you and just check what is going on. No, it's not a merchant ship. It's a pleasure cruise, so they wave you through without a problem.
We're the 26th now, yeah?
This is the 27th, actually. 25th, you've travelled past Hinohara. 26th, you travelled past Chosai. And on the 27th, you travel past Nagayama Castle. Very good. And on the 28th, you have a moderate breeze from the south. Again, this is very, very lucky.
Favoured by the kami, it appears.
It just
Lord Kanawa is determined to drop into a shrine and give thanks when he gets to Kakura. The kami have blessed this trip. Probably in thanks for you all rescuing that holy book from the bandits. And again, does anything? Oh, again, it's exceptionally peaceful. There is a little bit more traffic. You've got boats going up from the fishing villages north to take their catches and then returning once they've sold them. And the following day, high wind from the southeast. So that is on your on the starboard side. So you should be able to do 4 hexes without risk if you put a reef in. The captain will think about what to do. What shall he do? He's going to leave a reef out and try and make it to Kakura because he thinks he's relatively close. He should be able to make harbour today. So there is a chance of something going wrong with the yards or the sail or the boat. No. Some of the rigging gives way due to wear, but they spot it before any damage can be caused, and there isn't a problem. And so you do, in fact, make it to Kakura today.
Nice, and this is the port where we cross the strait, isn't it?
Indeed. And you make it to Kakura, capital of Buzen province. Now, Kakura is a big place. Where's my list of things? Buzen. There we go. Kakura. Oh, flipping heck, yes. You're used to places like Nobioka and Wakamatsu and Oita and Miyazaki, 10,000 people. This is about 5 times the size of that.
Wow.
There's a massive citadel, about class 6, and the town itself, huge. You can see Buddhist temples, you can see shrines, etc. And it's, there's everything you could want on sale here, if you like that sort of thing. But it's a step up from Nobioka, your usual stamping ground. Baka looks at this place and reckons there's probably several gangs in there.
Good.
One gang wouldn't be able to control that lot unless it was very, very big. So, yeah, need to be careful. But Lord Kanawa is not getting off the boat. Basically, just going to stay here the night and then head across the straits to Shimonoseki. Providing the wind is favourable, they'll be heading across the straits to Shimonoseki tomorrow.
I reckon that was 60 days to get there.
Let's check and see.
Left on the 29th, didn't we?
Yes, you left. Yes, exactly 60 days to get here.
Wow, so 60 silver, 5 gold.
Well, some of you already been paid some of that, haven't you?
No, not me.
Yep.
Okay.
So, are you saying we've got a day here?
No.
No.
The Lord Kanawa is staying on the boat. The intention is, providing there's a fair wind tomorrow, heading across the strait to Shimonoseki tomorrow. So he's not debarking. Okay. Does anything happen that night? No. Let me just check something. Well, Lord Kanawa sets a solid watch. It's not a normal watch. He kind of arranges for the sergeant to set people on guard on the ship, etc. It's almost as if he's expecting something, but nothing happens overnight. So you lot get you have a watch overnight, along with the guards, etc. But nothing actually happens. And come the following day, reach Kakura. So dawn the following day. High wind from the southeast. Not good weather for crossing the straits. It's good weather for coming from Shimonoseki, but it's not great weather for beating across the straits to Shimonoseki. So another day is spent in port. You do not get leave to travel ashore. Guards are still kept on the ship all day. And let's just check that. He actually sends a message off into town. One of the Ashiguro goes as a runner. And returns after a few hours. And Lord Kanawa receives the message, reads it, crumples it, goes into his cabin, and calls out for tea. And tea is taken in, and he calls in his sergeant. And they're in there for a while. Anybody going to attempt to eavesdrop on what's going on?
Oh, no. It's none of my business.
The point is, his lordship's in a foul mood, so no. I like my head attached to my...
Yeah, me too. I'll encourage my boys to stay away.
Oh.
We are far too far from home to be getting in any unnecessary trouble.
Did you say unnecessary?
Unnecessary, yes.
Do you know the meaning
Please,
of that?
either.
Yes, quite. So the Lord Kanawa emerges sometime later, still obviously in a bad mood, talks to the captain about what the weather's likely to be tomorrow, and insists on getting to Shimonoseki sooner rather than later. So even if it's a bit risky, we're going.
Tomorrow.
Yes. Well, there's a strong wind from the southeast, so it's directly on the
it's
on
not
the
happening
front of the
today,
ship.
is it?
It's not a good day for crossing today. As long as the wind is blowing partly in the right, is not against you, he's intent on going to tomorrow, even if it's a strong wind. Okay. Right. As the day goes on, the clouds gather overhead, which bodes ill for tomorrow. But Lord Kanawa retires, and when you get up tomorrow, the wind has switched round to the south, so it's relatively neutral, and it's a moderate breeze. So the captain reckons that you should be able to make it to Shimonoseki today.
This 30th now, yeah.
This is the first, actually, because you spent the 30th in port because the weather was bad. You had the southeasterly wind.
So what's the new month?
The new month is Shiwasu. 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 And you have frequent showers today. Even though you've got dark storm clouds overhead, it's just a moderate breeze from the south, and you just have showers of rain. Again, something's not right. Anyway, you head across the straits and reach the coast on the far side, and then go around the coast to Shimonoseki.
What's the name of this island?
Honshu, I believe, Tim, correct? The main island is Honshu?
Oh, it's
You
the
are
big
from
island.
You are from the Isle of Kyūryū.
Yeah, we're country rubes, we are.
No. You are strong, border types. You are capable. You're not effete and.
Yeah, that's not what the people on Honshu.
Yeah, they just think we're hillbillies.
It's what the people on Kyūryū think, and that's where you're from. So as far as you're concerned, Honshu types are effete. They're not really men.
And the hillbillies come to town.
Okay. You do manage to dock in Shimonoseki without a problem. Shimonoseki is another of these really big towns, Class C. Let me just double check how big Shimonoseki is. That's about 50,000. Again, the citadel isn't as big, but there's probably a reason for that. But Shimonoseki, big port, lots of ships going in and out, and it's the center of trade between Honshu and Kyūryū, and a lot of trade comes along the coast. And you know that the Tokaido leaves from Shimonoseki and heads northeast along the coast of Honshu. But then again, it's probably a second-rate road. It's not as good as the Saikaido. Okay, you dock. Lord Kanawa tells the captain to keep all his men on ship because we're leaving tomorrow. He still appears to be in a very bad mood for some reason, and he leaves the ship with his Ashigaru. He leaves you behind and disappears into Shimonoseki and returns about 4 hours later, looking somewhat mollified, but still not his usual cheerful self, shall we say. And you settle down for the night in the ship. And the sergeant will quietly advise you, he'll call you together and quietly advise you not to upset Lord Kanawa on the way back, because he had some news
Oh,
in Kakura, which he's not happy about.
he's
But,
getting married to an ugly girl.
No. He's advised me that once we get across the straits, he will be travelling back by road to Hanamishisu.
What? He will be. The Lord will be.
Yes, he and his party will be travelling back.
Oh, he
by
and his
road.
party, so us.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't mind. It's going to take us twice as long to do that journey, isn't it?
Yep.
Good money.
He's probably looking for
No.
somebody who can. Actually, not. Probably not. Actually. Think about it.
That's the reason why he was somewhat annoyed. Apparently, somebody has already made this journey by road.
He was
Right,
beaten to
before
it.
The sergeant believed that he was the very obvious person doing this job, the slow route, and his father sent somebody much less obvious, the quick route.
He was the distraction.
So
Yeah.
he's somewhat pissed off at being used as a distraction by his father without being told about it.
He's paying good. He's paying us really well just to be a distraction. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, but he's probably going to be looking for someone to duff up on the way back to take his frustration out on.
Probably.
Well, he was expecting. Apparently, he'd been advised by his father that people might be trying to stop him taking these messages to Shimonoseki, which is why he had us on guard in Kakura.
So they've sent them twice. They've sent the messages with somebody else and sent them with us to hedge their bets. They're sent it road and
It's not a bad idea if they're really important messages.
Yeah. And he's been the slow one that didn't get caught. He was the distraction. He was the dummy.
Well, apparently the message he's carrying it reached its destination and was used, and the people who were potentially going to stop him no longer have any reason so to do. Yeah, he's not a happy man. So he advises everybody to be extra polite and jump to orders, follow orders, without delay. Now we just have to get him home in one piece. Right. He will. Given that you're going to be travelling by road, he will now actually talk to you a little bit more about what you can actually do and find out what you advise in deploying you as part of a road guard. Because
might have to negotiate a pay increase as soon as the terms have changed.
Probably
Right.
not a good idea.
Hang on.
He'll not be in the mood
You
for
are
that.
in the process of talking to the sergeant of his Ashigaru.
Sorry, that was just me thinking out loud.
This is why I pointed that out.
Yeah, okay,
I would be grateful if you would just preface anything you're just thinking out loud
Yes,
with that statement.
I will.
I will think to myself.
I think that to myself, exactly.
Yes. So please preface such remarks.
I will try to be
with that.
careful,
Otherwise,
yes.
there may be a negative reaction.
The road should actually be slightly shorter than the coast, so plus we won't be at the mercy of the wind. So
Exactly.
it'll be quicker.
The road is shorter than the coast, and you travel quite quickly.
And where are we in the season? We're right in the middle of winter now, aren't we?
Yeah. The road isn't covered with snow.
Yeah.
It's not soft and muddy. It's freezing at nights
It's nice and hard.
and not getting above 10 during the day. So the Saikaido is still very passable.
I will think to myself that I'm really pissed off that we've come all this way to these two massive towns and we're not going to get to do any bloody shopping.
Same.
Gonna say it's
I
like-
also think that.
I had
Think of the money.
plans.
Think of the money.
Okay.
Good money, like.
Right. So, as far as that is concerned, the Lord is intent on leaving tomorrow, weather permitting. So let us see what happens tomorrow.
Dave,
Yes.
is there a shrine to a Dozojin in Kakura?
Is there a shrine to?
A Dozojin.
Let me check and see who the shrines are to in Kakura.
I'm asking who or what a Dozojin is.
I was about to do the same thing. Jin is a genie.
You would know that a Dozojin is the Kami of a road,
Hmm.
or the Kami of a road, should I say? Assuming that I, as a player, have actually got the right Kami.
One second. Control F. That's weird. I thought. Don't think I've got that on my list. I've pulled out a list of different Kami, but not all of them are relevant. I mean, Kamis of place are a Kami of a particular place rather than a particular aspect or whatever. So there's likely to be shrines on the road or in particular places, but it's just a local spirit. So it would just be a Class F shrine. So you can certainly find a Class F shrine to a Kami of the road as you travel along. I just wouldn't put it on the map because it's.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Just-
I shall look out for one as we travel down the Sakai.
Yes. Okay.
My plan is to ask the army to bless Harumi with speed of walking so that she can keep up with it. Because if his lordship is intending walking down the road, he'll be going at his BMA, and poor old Harumi will have to run to catch up.
We want a piggyback.
Yes. Let me just open that and check what speed he is going to be going at.
Not riding.
No, of course he's not riding. He hasn't got his horse with him.
No.
He wouldn't be bringing his horse on a boat like this.
Didn't know whether he's rich enough to get one.
You don't tend to buy your horses unless you don't tend to buy a horse just because you need one at this moment. And he hasn't been given the money to afford that expense. Bushido game and file open. Bushido NPC. That's the one I want. Okay. I don't think he'll be going at his full speed because he knows his porters won't be able to keep up. Because they will be going at a BMA of 3. So,
in that case, it won't matter because I believe Harumi is slightly faster.
Yeah. He hasn't.
Nice thought. I should show it for.
Yes, he hasn't hired. He hasn't got Yakuza or Budoka porters. Well, he does. And I suppose he could just get rid of the normal porters and. No, they're from Hanamishisu, so therefore he will take them back with him home. So you will be moving down at a BMA of 3 down the road. But since it's a Saikaido, that's 6 hectares a day, weather permitting. First thing is, what's the weather like for getting back across the strait? So, you're not gonna believe this.
This is second of Shiwasu.
This is the second of Shiwasu.
Thank you.
And those dark storm clouds are still overhead, and the storm breaks early morning, and there's a brief cloud burst with lightning, etc. But the wind has switched to the east. And so the moderate breeze will carry you across the straits directly to Kakura. The Kami are definitely smiling on you. When you get to Kakura, there's a bit of a kerfuffle going on. There's been a slight earth tremor, and there's been some damage. So there's some fire. There were a few small fires in town which have been put out, and there's some minor structural damage, but otherwise, all is well. Lord Kanawa will thank the captain for his services, and he will say ask blessings from the Kami for their safe journey, and he and his team will be going to stay with relatives in Kakura. So you lot all follow him and his porters and his Ashigaru off into this large city. You go to a relatively large compound where he is obviously known. He's greeted by a lady of the house on his arrival, and the sergeant is given directions to a barracks where you can all go and stay. And the sergeant is told that you'll be there for 3 days. So, you have 3 days in Kakura.
Yeah!
Hey.
I was waiting for you to say but you've got bloody tasks to do. Right.
No, he is going to relax before heading home. There's obviously no need for him to be in a rush.
It suits us fine. We're paid by the day. What is your big plan, Baka? What do you fancy in town so much?
I would like to go to a tattooist.
Ooh.
Okay.
In 2 months since I signed up, and I haven't got my tattoo yet.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you
Oh,
are going.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry,
you're going to try and find a tattooist and
Yep.
get permission to have the Irizumi of a different gang placed on you. Correct?
Remember, in this feudal Japan, tattoos are only criminals. It's only you guys, like Yakuza, that have them. So every tattooist is going to be associated with their local gang.
I wanted to get a proper artwork done. That's why I was really looking forward to coming to the big city. I hadn't even contemplated that being a thing.
Yeah.
So
relations?
so you're not actually talking about having your Irizumi done for the gang. You're talking about some non-Irizumi
Just
tattoos.
decorative ones.
Well, yeah, it was going to be a picture of a rat savaging the neck of a rabbit, or a hare, sorry, on the inside of my bottom lip. And that was going to be used as my Irizumi.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to be the bearer of bad news and be the devil's advocate there. That's not even going to be possible. You couldn't even do that much tattoo with today's tattoo technology on that space on your body.
We have a fantastical magical system here. I reckon that in a fantasy world.
It's going to be a couple of lines. You could get a kanji. You could get one symbol in that space. Trust me, I've got that spot tattooed, mate.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I have a tattoo there. You can do a tiny little thing. I thought you were talking about on your back when you were telling me about this tattoo. You're going to fit that inside your lip.
My issue is I can't have a visible Irizumi. Because if I'm doing my sumo matches, I'm literally in nothing more than a
thong.
Unless it's on my arse.
And even that's
that's on show.
Even that's out when you're sumo wrestling, mate.
Yeah. So it's either that or a tramp stamp.
Or you get your head tattooed. Get your head tattooed and grow your hair back over it.
Nah. I just want to get a tattoo. I want to get the tattoo that I just did. I understand the logistics. Normally that wouldn't be feasible, but I'm a very big guy with a very big lip.
Well, given that there would be a symbol for rat in kanji, correct?
Yes.
So I think you could certainly get the symbol for rat inside your lip.
I think that's about the limit of what you could get inside your lip, even in modern tattoo technology.
If everyone else wants to decide, I'm certainly that's what I'm intending on doing. Let me just have a quick look.
Yeah,
see if I can find something that's relevant.
Now,
but everyone else wants to say what they're doing.
Get the kanji for rat.
There is nothing to stop you talking to one of your party associates and seeing if they know any way to have an Irizumi done that will only go when you wish it to, magically.
A magical one.
A magical
That's a
one.
thing.
Is that a thing? That's cool. I want one of them.
Well, it may not be standard.
I want one of them.
But I mean, if you suggest it to Harumi, having a gang tattoo that is basically hidden unless you want it to be seen,
that'd be
a
very cool.
Useful thing for gangs.
Oh, super, super, super cool as well.
Yeah, it would be.
Let's make that a thing.
And it could be a lucrative trade.
Dave, if you're saying that could be a thing, then we have to make that a thing because that is super cool. That's what we need to do, Baka.
Well, Baka needs to talk to Harumi about it.
Yeah, Harumi? Is this a...
Yes.
One of the people on the ship's been giving me some great ideas. What do you think of this as a concept? Do you reckon it can be done?
It would be.
There's a possibility.
It's not a spell that you are aware of, but it's certainly not beyond the bounds of possibility.
I would have to do some research in it,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it would be possible.
That's it, boys.
Very interested if you could.
We're all getting a tattoo now. We're all getting a gang tattoo for our gang.
But you're not a gang. You are members of the village of Hanamishisu or House on the Rock or something like that, aren't you? And unless everybody's going to be part of Kyūryū's gang.
Gang's not the right word, but we are a group of brothers and sister through camaraderie. We are something more than just friends or work colleagues. We are not a gang, but something similar. Gang's not the right word because it's criminal.
Yes.
We are a group.
You're a band of brothers.
Yes. We've been through a lot together in the last 2.5 years, 3.5 years, whatever it is.
And will again in future, no doubt.
Well, we've got to get back home by land. That's a whole quest. Then Kinzo's got a whole quest for us lined up after that. The future's set out in front of us at the moment.
Indeed. Anyway, so you have 4 days in Kakura. It's a Class C town, so if you want to buy stuff, then you can do so. If not, you'll be racking up the 4 silver for staying there, which he's not really fussed about because obviously his dad's paying for it.
Let me just take off my armor and stuff. I think I'm still wearing armor technically.
No.
No, I'm not.
Not when you're playing the role of a porter, you're not.
No, I was just making sure that it's not on. I'm making sure that I'm not wearing it.
Right, fine.
Making sure that it's not on. And my my shuriken will be kept on the boat. In a hidden secret place.
Really?
Didn't we get hidden places in the packs?
We do have hidden places in our packs, but are we going to be taking our packs off the boat when we go into town?
Yes, because you're not going back to the boat.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's right, we are. That's right, we're staying off the boat for the few days. Yeah, okay, I'll just leave them in my pack then.
Okay. Right, does anything happen in those 4 days to Lord Kanawa's party? On the 4th day, Lord Kanawa needs an escort. He goes to see the daimyo's Hatamoto and arranges passes for his party to head south through Busan. And he sees the representative of the daimyo of Bungo province as well, to get his pass ratified through Bungo. So there should be no problems in passing the borders. In those 4 days, it's beautiful weather. Clear skies, light clouds, gentle breezes. Again, frosty at night, but just very cold during the day. No snow. Yeah. Something's not right. And you set forth down the Saikaido on 7 Shiwasu.
7th. I was just about to ask you.
Travelling at a rate of, let's see, the weather has been very good. It is now 5 days since the last rain. And frosty at night. So the Saikaido is solid underfoot, and therefore you are able to travel the full 6 hexes. And you travel it peacefully because nothing interferes. So I will delineate some additional area that you have seen. And you actually reach Kawaba village. You pass the Sugawara shrine on the way, and in actual fact you stop because Lord Kana will pause to go and pay his respects there and make an offering in gratitude to the Kami for the peaceful voyage, the good weather, etc., etc. So offering of thanks from him. And then you travel to Kawaba village.
Just checking something. I'd like to leave a silver at the shrine, Dave.
Fair enough. And you stay the night in Kawaba village. And Lord Kanawa is, of course, paying the fees, or rather the head of his Ashigaro is paying the fees, so therefore there isn't any cost to you.
Oh, sorry, was there cost for us for the 4 days in Kakura? Did we have to pay for something there?
Only if you go out and start drinking or kind of buying fast food.
No, I didn't. I would say, actually, I'm going to take off some money, because I would say that one day I would go into the city and eat some of the, like, street food and stuff.
Okay.
How much you want for just a day's, like, not actually buying anything major, but just, like, touristy kind of walking around eating the local street food, seeing the sights?
Oh, knock off 10 copper.
Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't going to jump in, but seeing as we're going fizz wrapping back a little bit, I'd like to buy a smallish jade artwork of a rat, please.
Okay. In that case,
Might be harder to find because it's not the year of the rat, eh?
It's jade. Once they've made it into one thing, they're not going to change it. Might be cheaper because it's not the year of the rat.
Oh, maybe.
Let me just
go from the
check
ship.
and see. Okay.
We're the year of the hare currently, which is our enemies.
Please roll a
wanna-
d20. Please roll a d20. This is to see whether you can use your Yakuza knowledge to find the appropriate place to buy something, because it's a strange town. You know, they do things differently up here. There's quite a few people with mainland accents as well.
Criminals working the same way up here as they do everywhere.
For goodness sake. Okay, please, would you make a luck roll?
One good luck.
Well, down this side street, you know, off the main drag, you do find a pawn shop. I believe they had them in Japan as well as everywhere else. And you pop in to have a look, and you mention to the old man behind the counter your interest, and he takes you behind a curtain and leaves his nephew to look after the shop, and pulls out a box and opens it up, and there are a number of exquisitely carved animals in various types of stone. And in amongst them is a jade rat.
How much would you be wanting for that?
Exquisite artwork like that. Blah 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 blah. It's an odd accent you've got. Where are you from?
Oh, we've been travelling up the coast, so we're quite a way away from here. I doubt you'd know it.
Ah, right, fine. Are you here for a long time at all?
I think we're just passing through.
He seems a bit more relieved at that. And he's more willing to sell these to you. He makes a great play about how valuable they are and hard to find, and he's held it looking for the right person to buy it, and he'll let that go for a koku.
Wow. This guy's at it, Baka. This guy's at it. You've got tourist written all over you, mate. He's at it.
That sounds very reasonable. Here, take a koku, please. I'm not definitely getting involved with merchant skill. I will rip his arm off for that.
Very, he seems a little surprised, but accepts it and carefully wraps the rat up for its protection, so it doesn't get damaged at all. So it's a nondescript bundle by the time he's finished.
Muttering something about the Brooklyn Bridge as you leave.
As I am leaving the shop, I will stop, turn around, and say to him in Yakuza goodbye, and then leave. That was very expensive.
It was, mate. You just got fucking robbed.
He rushes after you and apologizes that he'd read the wrong label, and he pushes 6 silver into your hand.
These mistakes are easy to make. I can understand why that would have happened.
Yes.
Oh, very nice, Baka. Very nice.
But very proud of your honesty.
Well, I'll have to ask my nephew to read these things. If I make those mistakes, I could get a very bad reputation these days.
Oh, you wouldn't want to get a bad reputation, certainly.
No.
Nice move, Baka.
And then I'm running.
You have a nondescript package.
Nondescript package, fantastic. Nondescript package that definitely does not contain a jade rat.
A nondescript package that definitely does not contain a hot jade rat. Okay.
It cools down. A hot thing cools down the further you take it away from where it's hot.
I'm hoping the further south this goes, it's going to get cooler.
Yeah.
The rat he's just bought, is it a semi-precious or a precious artwork? And what is its intensity value?
That would
Didn't ask any of that because I wouldn't know.
That would normally be worth 1d6 koku.
Oh, very nice.
On that roll he made, he found a back alley pawn shop that was also a fence. And he's carrying a stolen property at the moment, which is quite hot. But hopefully, down in Nobioka,
it'll cool down a bit.
It will have cooled down a bit. But you can.
Do you want me to put the detail? Do you want me to put the details of the?
It is a jade rat. It is worth 1d6 koku, if you wish to sell it, or offer it as a gift.
Yeah.
That means it's actually a precious artwork.
Yes, indeed. Sorry, I should have said that. My apologies. So it's a precious. It is a precious artwork.
Nice. Sorry, I literally had this in mind to do when we left, so I'm glad I've got an opportunity. So thank you.
Well, I gave you an average roll on your wit and your Yakuza dialect, and on a 2, yeah, you found you found a face.
You like adding wit to my rolls, don't you?
Well,
I wonder why.
Yakuza are normally above average in wit.
I
and
know.
It's appropriate.
Anyway, I'll very quickly catch up with the caravan and the Lord.
So the first day you travel to.
Everything okay, Baka?
Very good, very good. Oh, Charlie, very happy.
Glad to.
Yes, he
No.
does appear enthused.
Probably means he's biffed somebody over the head with his.
I'm not carrying my tetsubo. Oh, did they make arrangements for us to be armed on this bit of the journey?
Yes, you are kind of armed porters,
License
if
to
you
kill.
wish. He has authority for you to carry your weapon, not for you to wear your armor,
Yeah.
Kyūryū, but to carry weapons. Today is 8th Shiwasu, which is actually both a Buddhist and Shinto festival. It's the festival of broken needles, Harikuyo, which acknowledges the good given to people by their tools. So, yes, the ladies of the village are giving thanks at the local shrine, etc., as you head south. And again, it's clear skies, a light breeze from the southeast, and temperatures just hovering just above 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might as well get rid of that little bit. There we go. In fact, I'll get rid of that little bit as well because there's no point in leaving it there. So you travel down to Chosai. Is it Chosai? I think was the pronunciation. Come on. Does anything happen which gives Lord Kanawa a chance to vent his anger? No. Peaceful. There is a fair bit of traffic on the road, people carrying bales of rice up and down, etc. Taking advantage of the weather the unseasonal weather to move merchandise. On 9 Shiwasu, a fresh breeze from the northwest, clear skies, no sign of rain or snow. And you travel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will actually reach Nakatsu today, with a little bit of a push.
How are you holding up, Harumi?
Oh, Harumi's not having a problem. You're only traveling at a BMA of 3.
Yes, mine's 4.
Yes. Harumi is a lot better at moving than the normal porters. So you pass the Kanjizai-ji temple, and you cross the bridge to Nakatsu. This is only a much smaller river than the one passing Nobioka, and there is a bridge over it rather than having to go via ferry, which probably makes you feel a lot safer. And again, does anything happen? Something might happen. What is it? Right. Reaction. Average. There appears to be a problem in Nakatsu at the moment. The gates are open, but the guard is doubled from when you were there before, and there are Ashigaru patrolling the streets. There's been some sort of civil disturbance there, and Lord Kanao will go and stay at his friend's place tonight in Nakatsu. Are they involved or not? And Lord Kanao will have to stay in an inn tonight because his friends are not in town. So you all spend the night in an inn in the town, and you are told not to go wandering. There's a curfew. The head of the guard will give specific attention to Baka and tell him to keep off the source. Don't offer anybody any excuse to start a fight. Otherwise, we'll be leaving you here in Choki. Do I make myself clear? Yes.
Does he make himself clear, Baka?
Oh, sorry. I did say hi in Japanese, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. So it's
He's from the Just a quiet one.
You bit karaoke.
No. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. There are further sounds of disturbance during the night. Not entirely sure what's going on, but it sounds like there's upset among some of the workers in the artisans' quarter. So probably something that the daimyo's caused, a tax or something. Who knows what? Isn't it lucky you have Lord Kanawa as your lord? He's not unfair with taxes. Firm, but fair. And the following day... So... Nakatsu. And the following day you travel during another period of clear skies and light breezes from the north. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means you will reach. You'll stop in Kiyokawa for the night. There's a little bit of difficulty getting out of town. And you pass the School of Concealing Mist, which is one of the bright lights of Buzen province. And let me check something. Do I have that? Oh, where's it gone? No, that's not it. I am probably going to have to set this up for next time because you do get something happening, but I need to set it up. You have a problem in the inn, and I need to. I thought I had set this up. I had an inn ready. I've got the stuff ready for it. I just need to put it on a map and put the various bits and pieces on.
No worries. Make a nice place to start the next session.
So I think that's probably a good place to stop for now.
Okay.
And we will continue next time in the inn in the town of
Kiyokawa.
What's the date at the moment?
I think it's the 10th of
It's
Shiwasu.
the 10th of Shiwasu. It's the night of the 10th of Shiwasu.
I stayed on track for a whole session. We did like a month and I stayed on track for the whole thing. Amazing. Thank you very much for another great session, Dave. And thanks everybody for playing. We will be back in 2 weeks. Viewers, thanks for watching. This was session 58. See you in 2 weeks for session 59. Bye.
Certainly. Bye.